just talk about the Chardonnay that you're receiving right now a little bit. This is our 2007 Chardonnay. It's a stainless steel fermented Chardonnay, which means it's never seen an oak barrel. And our idea with that is we wanted the Chardonnay to be crisp and fresh, just like the fruit on the morning that we harvested. Oftentimes when we're harvesting, and a couple years ago, Ernie and I actually did a lot of the picking ourselves. We always like to do about 1 ton until we realized that we were getting too old for that, and the crews were much faster.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
Our crews would come in and be halfway up a row, and we'd be like 10 plants into it. So we said, okay, enough is enough. But we at least know the process of harvesting. We have done it ourselves. I can't say that we harvested this particular Chardonnay, but we did the year before. So it's stainless steel fermented, and it has not gone through malolactic fermentation, which is the second fermentation that a wine can go through, and it's the fermentation that will take the malic acid and convert it to a lactic acid. So it goes from a very crispness to a smoothness. Now we stop that process so it retains the lactic acid, so we'll have a little bit more of a crisp, fresh back palate. And the reason for that is it makes it a little bit more food friendly. Yeah. So as Ernie mentioned, and Diane as well, the first wine on your left is our 2008 Pinot Meunier. So the first thing I wanted to explain was what Pinot Meunier was. I don't know how many people here had the opportunity to try it as a still wine, but I'm sure that everyone here has had it because it's one of the 3 grapes of Champagne. Champagne can legally be planted to only 3 varieties: Pinot Meunier, Chardonnay, and Pinot Noir. And Champagne can then be made any combination of those 3 and legally be Champagne. Of course, here in the United States now we have to call it sparkling wine. But that was one of the reasons we planted Pinot Meunier. We only have a half an acre, so this is one of our small production wines right now. We produced about 75 cases in 2008. We will never make more than 100 when all the vines are 100% producing in the block. We planted it along with some of our Chardonnay and some of our Pinot Noir with the idea that we would make sparkling wine because we both love Champagne and thought, wouldn't that be fun? This was back when we were still learning about the wine business. Then we discovered how time-consuming Champagne production can be and how different the process can be from regular wine with the different machines you have to do and the turning of the bottle, the riddling of the bottle. After looking into that a little bit more, we discovered that having it as a still wine, which is similar to Pinot Noir, was much more cost-effective and buying Champagne was better than making it ourselves. So now we are making about 75 to 100 cases of Pinot Meunier. There are 11 producers of Pinot Meunier in the United States. There's 1 on Long Island. There's 3 here in Oregon. We're 1, Irie does 1, and Willa Kenzie does a Pinot Meunier. And the remainder are all in California, with the largest producer in the United States naturally being Shandong.